line list. I am regressing this IID series Y on the IID series X. And then I am copying the same formula to get another regression. This first regression is for IID series. This second regression is for stationary series. And the third regression is for, these are three separate set of regressions, unit root. See? And this is intercept, this is slope. And you can similarly, here is your slope and intercept, and then slope and intercept. I am interested in slopes, and I can construct the t value equal to this divided by this. Okay. And similarly, I want to right. I am also trying to find out whether this is significant or not. Look what I have done. This first set is the regression of IID series on IID series, and this is the t statistics, and I have applied the command to give me if this is significant. Similarly, there is stationary series with dependence, and I have calculated t statistics, and then I have applied the formula to tell me whether this is significant or not. And same is happening with this. Now I am making table. I will repeat this experiment 300 times, 400 times, and then will ask the computer to calculate how many regressions are significant. Basically, the three pairs are independent. There should not be significant variables, because we are going to test on 5% significance level. So only 5% regression could be significant. But let's see what happens. I am going down, and if I want to make 400 simulation, I will select 400 columns. जितने भी हमें करने हो. Let me do it with 200. Now, what I will do, I will make table data, what if analysis, data table, column input cell, and let me take some. तीसरे में क्या हुआ है, इट इज़ गिविंग वेरी स्मॉल नंबर. मेरे ख्याल में हमने फार्मूला सही से कॉपी नहीं किया है. Oh, it's only A3. It should be plus. No, it's basically equal to the past value plus this thing. Now let's see what happens. When you have IID series, remember all the three pairs for which we have calculated regression, these are independent. But what happens when you have IID series, the number of significant regressions is 5%, 10 out of 200. And this is what we were expecting because we usually do the testing at 5% significance level. We may expect 10 false regressions, and that is what happened. In the second case, it's also on 5% significance level, so we should see only 10 significant regression, but actually how many regressions are significant? 101. This is 50%. And then in the last column, we have 154 regressions which are significant, and this is roughly close to 80%. Basically, you have constructed the data in front of you, and you know that this data is not related to each other, but you are running regression, you are finding in one case 50% false message, and in another case you are finding 80% false message. If you have such a huge probability of false results, is there any benefit of doing analysis? And this happens with the stationary data, and this is happening with the unit root data. With unit root data, the probability is further higher, but with stationary data, this is very high. So, what we are learning in unit root and co-integration analysis is how to avoid the spurious regression if you have non-stationary data. But we are looking that the spurious regression is also possible even when you have stationary time series. What is solution for this? This is not there in the literature. Why is this happening? Basically, again, there is false assumption in the traditional econometrics, and that false assumption is giving you false methodology, and the false methodology may lead to false results. What the actual problem is, look, you have designed the series like this. xt is depending on leg of xt. Actual determinant of x is leg of x. It should be there. If you have xt there and then you find yt to be significant, this would mean that non-stationarity is the cause of spurious regression. But if you include the actual determinant and the false determinant is automatically wiped out, that would mean that the cause of spurious regression is not the non-stationarity, rather it is the leg term which was missing. And A little more analysis can show you that actually if you include the relevant determinant, which is yt minus 1, the probability of spurious regression will automatically be eliminated. So on one hand, we have learned how to do the co-integration analysis. This is because it is Sikka Raijul Waqt, it is the current currency, and the currency is acceptable without having any question on it. What is the name of currency in your country? Yes? Dalasi? Do you have some kind of promise written on it? For example, on our currency note, it's written, हमले हज़ा को मुतालबा पर अदा करेगा. We will pay you when you are demanding something. Is there some kind of promise written on your notes? On most of the notes, you have this kind of promise. But literally, there is nothing pledged on this. You cannot claim anything. Some people say you can get gold in return of this. This is very old story. This was before Bretton Woods, and by adopting the Bretton Woods, they have eliminated the gold standard. And then after that, in Bretton Woods, what happened? The currency was pledged with a basket of foreign currencies, but after some time, the Bretton Woods was also eliminated. So there is no pledging with the foreign currency as well. Today, literally, you can claim